Some of you might remember this shell from a cicada I picked up way back in January. It's now July. This was the one that was emerging from their shell at about 10 a.m. And nearly got picked off by a butcher bird, which probably wouldn't have been the best outcome. So I stole it and brought it home. And then I went back to where I found the cicada and I pinched its shell off the tree. Just as a keepsake. I guess I'll go crunch this up and put it on the ground so it, whatever nutrients are in the shell go back into the cycle of nature. As well as this piece of wood that I stole off the, I think it was a bottle brush. Red bottle brush of some sort. But this was a female cicada, so I love the way that even the shells, they're just so grippy. They grip onto everything. But you can see those white fibers there. They're kind of cool because they are, it's the inside of the lung tube, essentially, I guess. So if you're shedding your skin, like we humans, we shed by coughing, phlegm, dust, putting dust everywhere. That's human cells, dead human cells. But cicadas, because they molt, it's a bit more intense. And they need to shed essentially their outside because they're trapped inside. So they do it in one big hit and hope for the best. I don't know why this one emerged at 10 a.m. That was just an odd thing to see, especially for a flowery baker cicada. And you can tell the difference between the flowery bakers and some of the other cicadas we have here, because these have quite a slender this camera is horrible at focus. There we go. So this part is quite slender. Some of the other cicadas, it's quite round. Now, because this one was a female, you can actually look at the underside. You can sort of see down the very tip. Because the ovipositor has to live somewhere, even while it's not actively being used underground in a shell like this. And I still can't work out how their legs work, like their front legs. They change from these big diggy claws into just regular legs like you can see on the side. It's incomplete metamorphosis, but it's very interesting. Partial metamorphosis. The entire cicada doesn't change. It's not like a caterpillar turning into mush and then emerging as a butterfly. That's impressive. This is interesting though. For me anyway. Anyway, that's so I guess technically this was Flicky the first of the 2022-2023 summer. I only name cicadas that I have to bring home. In the past, they'd typically been croakies because they chirp, sing, and then they croak because I didn't know how to feed them as a child. Thankfully, I've come a bit of a way since then, and Biggest record is 10 days of captivity now. This one, of course, had nothing actually wrong with her, so I let her go in the evening. After doing a bit more reading though, probably could have kept her another day. The amount of energy the cicada expends when coming out of the shell is quite a bit. It's something like double its resting rate. So it's quite tired. So you want it to rest, and you want it to rest out of the way of predators, which is why emerging at night is a much better idea. There's less predators, birds, mainly. Okay, it's all birds, it's birds. So emerging at 10 a.m. was not a good idea, and it was pure chance that I happened across this little one. She'd now be dead, but with a bit of luck, like Flicky the second, who had all the wing damage, she hopefully laid some eggs, and those eggs would have hatched by now and be burrowing. That's what we can hope for anyway. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this short video.